So, if you need like a recap on the story so far, because not everyone has been paying attention as closely as I have, or came in the middle, um, basically, I'm an archaeologist who was hired by like a person I know to find their friend, and their friend had just found what seems to be a um a relic belonging to like the emperor from this big empire that everybody's um so reverent towards, or whatever. The empire did get toppled and the emperor killed. Although it seems like maybe the emperor didn't get killed by the stuff we found so far. But we'd also just like, well, not just inscriptions. I just want to look at the not inscriptions. I want to look at. There's a thing to just see the history, the timeline of the nebula. Here we go. It was the ancient time, the ancient empire, holy empire. And then Dark Age. This was after the empire fell. Then we had the modern age here. The university was established here. Luke is this thing where they decide they have a whole religion around the history repeating. So what's happened once happens again, and everything just repeats. And for some reason, they don't even believe that there's something before the Holy Empire. They don't believe in any of this stuff, ancient time or the ancient empire. I don't know. Six was buried in Iox here, though, is what's being guessed. Okay. That book I found was down here. Sculptures molded maybe around here. The sextant engineered. Amazing. The crown of Iox was forged around here. We did find what could be the crown of Iox. Anyways, we found the guy we were looking for, or we found his ship. We found out that he had found like a lot of valuable stuff related to the emperor. But then his ship exploded out of nowhere. And yet we were able to talk to him through my robot as like a call, like he called into my robot. So he might not be dead. Look, the last emperor went into hiding. You didn't really die. Traveled to the hideout moon to hide. The Hermitage. Is where it seems that was who went there. Meanwhile, these other guys took over everything. Anyways, we could look here for like my personal history. I grew up in an orphanage. Miari visited the orphanage. Then took me to Iox. She was like my teacher. Roy is like my friend from the orphanage, who's an engineer. Roy has a daughter. I got my own ship. Roy has a son. I've been trashing all the robots they give me. And then Professor Miyari called me for all that stuff. Yeah, we went to Mercy to look for him. We found that he had, like, there's a lady there who he was with, but people wanted him dead. Nobody on that moon wanted to talk about how he had disappeared. Followed everything back to that moon there. We followed, what's his name? The guy who we were looking for? Janiki, what now? Janiki Renba. We followed his trail, and we found his exploded ship on the Hermitage moon. Which, the hideout moon. It's also known as. And, we found the crown there. So we assumed that the Emperor lived there. Then we followed some directions there to this secret garden. We found all those, I guess, tombstones? Except not really tombstones? Hey, I wonder if we, So he moved one back to the Hermitage. That one's not powered though, right? Like we touched it, didn't we? We touched it and it didn't shock me? Does that have to happen for it to be powered? I don't know. But like, if we went back to the Hermitage moon, he must have moved it there in order to talk to the person, right? I don't know. So maybe it's operational. Anyways, we were warned. The guy who we were looking for, Janiki, he somehow talked to me through my robot. My robot doesn't remember this, but he talked about a vault and the robot. Like, did he say not to trust the robot? The robots, like all robots, because they remember everything. He said it was some warning about Mayari, who is not who she pretends to be. And like, I think he said don't trust the robots, so I do. I didn't even show this robot that I found the crown. It's a secret. Alright, let's start sailing. I'm probably gonna go back to my home planet. Receiving a message from Professor Mayari. Put her through, she's checking up on us. Or can't you stall her? Okay, put her through. I was not awaiting permission, mistress. Aaliyah, where are you? I thought you had 6 tracking me. Following a lead, or what do you want, Professor? Thought you had 6 tracking me. You overestimate your importance, my dear. Never mind, it's an endearing trait. This isn't a social call. I want to let you know we're having a celebration for Renba here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. A celebration? He's dead. I didn't know him, or you want me to come? I didn't know him. Maybe if you come, you can meet some people. Then you'll be able to attend their funerals in good faith. Come home, Aaliyah, right away. That is all she sent, mistress. Should I really? Kinda wanna go other places. Fine, but I'm gonna rest. You can take the helm. Where shall I take her? To Mercy, perhaps? Why to Mercy? Why do you want me to go to Mercy? Go to Iox. Yes, mistress. But I want to go back to my planet, or my star, soon. So that I can follow up on, like, whether the Emperor was from my planet and stuff. Renba's funeral's about to start. What do you think, 6? I believe they're just beginning, mistress. We're not too late then, they'll wait for us, or if we miss it, we miss it. If we miss it, we miss it. After all, we know how it ends. Aaliyah, quickly! Mayari was waiting for you to arrive. We weren't sure you really were coming. Thanks, Wang. Why is she waiting for me? Or how are you doing, Wang? Why is she waiting for me? Honestly, she worries about your soul, Aaliyah. Lead the way, Wang, or there's nothing wrong with my soul. Or Renba wasn't my friend. Renba wasn't my friend. That doesn't matter. He's sailing the rivers. You have to come. It'd be dishonest to come, or I've got better things to do, or you really believe souls sail the rivers? How about it'd be dishonest to come? Dishonest? I don't understand you. If you don't come, people will wonder why. Let them wonder, or that's exactly why it'd be dishonest. Or I've got better things to do. That's exactly why it'd be dishonest. You seem cold, Aaliyah. Perhaps you've sailed too long yourself. I'll see you, Aaliyah. I wonder if there will be consequences, mistress. In this life or the next one, what kind of consequences? Or everything has consequences. Did I just refuse going to the funeral? I'm already here. Like, I'm here already. I'm going. This life or the next one, what kind of consequences? Everything has consequences. Some people get to avoid them. The rest of us just get on with it. As you say, mistress. Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. Today we gathered to recommend our brother Janiki Renba to the waters. Very well, I'll go. I will await you, mistress. I'm already here. I was obviously going to go. Where am I? I can hear that I'm walking, but I can't tell where I am. You came. Try to keep your head bowed. Here she comes. Janiki Renba was our friend, our brother. Our teacher, for some a confidant, for others an inspiration. He has left us too soon, but we trust he will be returned. What's Mayari looking at? Over by the water, there's an hourglass. Why? When it runs out, can we go? Or it looks heavy. Janiki's departure is a deep loss to the university. His work here has changed our little community more than most of you may know. But it is his absence, however brief, that will be truly felt. It contains Renba's ashes. I'm sorry, really? That's not possible. That's not possible. They don't have his body. What? Why would you say that? That's a disgusting thing to say. He can hear us, you know. What? Why is that a disgusting thing to say?
Mayari paused a moment, and then emptied something out of the hourglass.
So Renba begins another journey around the loop. As we remember him, so he sails the rivers above. But it really wasn't. She really believes this, of course. What do you believe?
The people began to sing. The words were weird and old. The sound drifted up and away into the nebula. Maybe Renba could hear us. Maybe not. Didn't matter. It was beautiful anyway.
Caught my headphones cable in my chair wheels. It's fine, fixed it. Those that are gone will return. Those that return will depart. The chanting died away.
died away. There were echoes. Then they were gone too.
Friends, thank you for coming. Janiki will be grateful for your support.
The people began to murmur, then to talk.
Aaliyah, a beautiful service, don't you think? Very moving. My first funeral. I thought it was strange. Not your first. Wait. Who's the lady? I don't recognize her. I meant to ask that. I think that's Renba's mother. I wondered if you knew her. She's from Elbereth. There's a lot of people on Elbereth, Wang. No, I don't. Good of my Ari to invite her. But of course she invited her. Wouldn't you expect your mother at your funeral? Renba often traveled to Elbereth to see his family. He was like you in that way. In what way? I don't have any family, or sure he was. Not afraid to sail? He should have been. Pet poor Renba or say nothing. Does she look sad to you? No, but she's not one to show her emotion in public. Talking about me, my Ari, right? Offer my condolences. Good faith. Good faith. Good faith to you. It must be terrible. You're Renba's mother? I'm from Elbereth too. Let's start with we have something in common. They think he's coming back. I can't understand it. They believe everything is a loop. They mean well, I think. Nothing to them is ever lost. Not people, not events. My son was one of them. In the end, he was happy here. Did you know my boy? He was well liked. I didn't know him well. I went looking for him when he disappeared. Let's just, I didn't know him well. Then thank you for coming. But I can't believe he's gone. For his heart to stop so young. Aaliyah, I see you've met Anit. Mistress Elasra here is one of our most gifted thinkers. Please, I'd like to just spend some time with my boy. I barely saw him when he was alive. He didn't visit Elbereth? Of course, or maybe we can talk again. Perhaps we can talk again. I thought you said he'd visited Elbereth. Not for years. His work was so important to him. Please. That was a good speech. It was barely sufficient, but thank you, and thank you for coming. I know you are skeptical of the Great Loop. I'm surprised you aren't. Or what is the loop, really? Adonai was blocking our camera, but I don't like it. I hear people talk about it, but I don't really understand. It isn't a popular view on Elbereth, I know. People there don't want the future to replicate the past. But it does. Our world is full of cycles. The nebula is itself a cycle. Everything sustains everything in perfect harmony. The loop is why your job is so very interesting. Why is that? Or the past is important. Or I don't study the loop. The past defines us. The stories we tell about the past are what shape who we are. You think you are studying the past, but you are doing much more than that. You are studying the future. Can you get out of the way, Wang? Why you follow me around like this? I'll see you, Aaliyah. Oh, I guess he's done. Aaliyah, my dear. Come see me in my office, if you want to. Never heard of an Empire period graveyard before. The Holy Empire was founded on a belief in rebirth. They believed in the loop. I meant to reply to her, but graveyards were unnecessary. Crutchsome did not believe in the loop. Humans I have observed are fickle. How are you here now? Let's go upstairs. That place was a graveyard connected to the Empire. Graveyard of emperors, perhaps? Aaliyah, I want to thank you for coming to the service. His mother appreciated having another Elberethian there. Professor, why was Renba exploring the nebula? It was the least I could do, or his mother seemed to think he died here on Iox. Why was he exploring the nebula? You must have known why he left Iox. I did know, at first anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Aaliyah, but... You didn't trust me. You didn't think it mattered? Yes? You're not the easiest person to talk to. About my beliefs. They were Renba's beliefs too, you know. I accept your beliefs. Your beliefs are crazy, or what did you make him do? You understand the loop, Aaliyah, even if you deny it. You understand that everything which happens will happen again. And everything which happens has happened before. I can't understand how you could be so sure. I thought the loop was about reincarnation, or what does this have to do with Renba? The fall, Aaliyah. Iox fell, Aaliyah. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again. And if we are not ready for it, we will not survive it. And Renba was investigating the fall. Why did you send me, or the fall was nearly 350 years ago? That's correct. That's what Renba was doing for me out there. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. And Renba found something inside one of his robots. Found what? He found the cause of the fall, or inside? He found a way into a robot. Into its core. The robot told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbereth. He hired laborers from the Elbereth markets to do the work. And then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Aaliyah. The robots know everything. The robots might know, but they can't remember. But what do they know? Renba told me a great darkness was coming. Did he mean the fall? Of course. Do you know any other darknesses in the nebula's history? Do you really believe this? What do you want me to do? Or I think Renba found something else. Something bigger. Something that affects more than just Iox. Find what Renba found. We have to know what will happen. You have more bucks than Wang. These butts are not his. Nor are these ones mine. Okay. There's a copy of Mazwai here. Of course. You know Mazwai was a sailor and a scholar? Like me, you mean? Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking like that? Oh, no reason, my dear. But it's curious how we all have our places in the scheme of things, isn't it? She thinks I am Mazwai in this particular Luke. Professor, give her the crown? I spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire, Professor. Or could I leave the robot with you for a while? Spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire. It had been stored into a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. What did it tell you? She told me her name. She told me of a place called the Withering Palace. You don't seem surprised. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. Recordings of important people. The emperors believed in the loop, of course, but they still feared death. Everyone fears death. Even emperors have to die, or how do you know this? You should come to Temple more often. You don't need to dig up the Empire, Aaliyah. They wrote everything down in letters we can read. The death the emperors feared was the death of the future. They feared the fall. The emperors knew it was coming, and they guarded what they could against it. Stored whatever knowledge they could. You've found devices like this before. Of course we have. You travel with one. 6 to me. Professor? Sliset. And I still don't know what that means. Re-angset. Set Siang. Professor, I think you broke it. 6? Or what language is that? Professor, I think you broke it. Quite the opposite. In a very real sense, I have repaired it. Set Siang. 6? What are you doing? What language is that? You don't know? It's ancient. Renba discovered that robot cores can be accessed directly, verbally, if you know the right words. Set Siang. It wants you to ask it a question. Sounds a lot like Elbereth Patois. What question? Or I don't know any words of ancient. I don't know how to speak them anyways. I knew it was old, but I'm only guessing here. But I don't know what to ask. How is 6 talking ancient? Renba found a particular word. Malifar. It means fall. Mia? Malifar. What's Saleh Malifar or Elbereth? Katiokis Malifar. Okay, seeing. Oh, yeah, there's a lot. That's words. That's as far as I've managed to go. Aliyah, I need you to do better. I'm only guessing here. Can all robots do this? I wouldn't know where to start. Renba was from Elbereth. Can all robots do this? I have no idea, Aliyah. But this isn't just any robot. 6 was Renba's. Set Siang. I'm only guessing here. 6 is Renba's actual robot? Professor, what is it you think I can do? Or just say Malifar. And you didn't tell me? When Renba disappeared, the robot was simply here. I wondered if it might help you find whatever Renba found. It still might. Set Siang, I'm only guessing here. We keep doing this. Is there anything else you're not telling me? Most likely, Aliyah. But I don't spend my time worrying about what I have and haven't told you. Now please, get some sense from this machine if you can. Alright. Malifar? Okay, yeah, he's saying all that stuff again. Mori is Elberithian patois, it means near. Elberithians really are talking in ancient. Yeah, Mecha is a robot, perhaps Mecha is similar. It's waiting for an answer, I think. Katiokus? Listen, how am I supposed to know what these mean? Katiokus Malifar Bomeke. Sala with Sala. It's all nonsense, okay? If a rally Ifar Boti. Oti is, well, it's a mild curse on Elbereth. It means by the stars. I remember a few words of patois anyways. It's all meaningless to me, Professor, or Professor, what is it you think I can do? When Ass fell, Aliyah, the palace here was overrun. There were hundreds slaughtered. The fallers killed almost everyone, people and robots. We know this, but we don't know where they came from, who they were, how they got in, how so many got in. We must know before it happens again. The robots know. Mistress. Excuse the interruption, mistresses. You're back. What is it? Or 6, what were you just saying? Nothing, mistress. I do not like to prattle in front of my primary user, but something has come into my mind. a name. Kumanyaki Cat. Okay, yeah, that was one of the things I could have said. I will show you on the charts when we return to the Nightingale, mistress. But it is not far from here. What does the name mean? Can we go now, or where did it come from, this name? I do not know. Time to go, mistress? Don't hassle me. Why didn't you tell me what Rambo was doing earlier? Give her the crown. Or finish talking. Why'd you tell me what Rambo was doing earlier? Talking to her, right? Why'd you keep it secret? Aaliyah, I've always treated you as warmly as I'm allowed, you know that. Allowed by whom? Warm? You are warm, but you keep secrets from me. Allowed by whom? As Six would say, we all have our primary users. What? Yes? Allowed, huh? Does that mean I shouldn't give her the crown? I'm not gonna give her the crown. Can I leave the robot with you for a while? No, Aaliyah. Six, as you insist on calling it, is there to help you if you run into trouble. Same as the previous 5. Did I ever tell you what happened to 5? I don't want to know. I find your joy in the topic most distasteful. I mean... It almost seems like she doesn't care about the crowd, right? Like that's not actually what she wants. But she probably will take it. Nice view you have from here. Yes, it is. There are a few other trees on Iox, of course. But I would happily chop them all down if it kept this one going a little longer. I don't know, she gave me the brooch, so maybe she doesn't care that much about old artifacts. Digging up some pharaohs? Something like that. No, I don't want to give her the crown. It's mine. It's mine. I found it. Good faith to you, Aaliyah. How's it going, Core? How are you? It's like the tree on the lush moon. Indeed, mistress. I believe this one may be a clipping from that one. That would make sense. Is it no shortcut to leave at this point? If I may, mistress. I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. She's a total snake. She's like a mother to me, or I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Do you suppose she trusts you? Most likely not. She keeps loaning me robots, or I've never harmed anyone. Most likely not. We were talking in the voice of a dead emperor? Indeed. Old emperors to advise new ones. Immortality of a kind. But the real question is the Withering Palace. If that recording was made there, who knows what else was recorded? Who knows what they know? Doubt we got this thing again. I suppose no one knows this is a copy. You found emo mode. This one has been a hit. Doesn't seem good enough for the mighty Iox. To have a copy? Probably, yeah. Wasn't there a question or remark I could make at this point? No? Let's get off this rock. You think you prefer the mustache? So we left the university. What is that? What does the mustache have to do with emo mode? I still got the mustache too. We got all of them. Has the funny wiggle. It is a very wiggly mustache. Should we be contemplative again? Let's look out at the nebula and be contemplative. I could sail forever. Interesting, mistress. Can you sail forever, or would you run out of sky? You're insufferable. Insufferable, robot. No points? You ran out of points? What? Clearly that means you haven't been watching enough. Let's take to the river. I will prepare the ropes, mistress. Okay. I'll spot you one mustache, okay? But that's it. Then you gotta save up the points. What do you think? See, it even comes in black now. We have the pre-Empire site over here. I did want to go to Elbereth. There's also the Withering Palace to think about. There's also apparently more of these things to find, these ruins. Unless that's the one I went to already? No, probably not. These are the unexplored ones. Wait. You didn't say unexplored, and that one did not say unexplored. Well, whatever. I want to go to Elbereth. Friend the mechanicist, Arroy. I'd be able to tell me what the metal hoop I found in the graveyard is. I'd love to know why Janiki Renbo was... Listen, it's too fast. It's too fast. Let's go to Elbereth, though. Let's go home. Go, sail. Sail! Sailing to Elbereth. A rat goes right, mistress. It is weird that you can take a wrong turn. It looks a bit like the train station game I played. Oh, that map did? A little bit, huh? How did an empress end up inside a Maersian figure in the middle of nowhere? Someone died out there. Surely that wasn't an emperor, was it? And who Who got buried and taken out of the loop? And why would they do that? Wait! I must go left. Either route ahead leads to our destination? Okay, great. Fantastic. I can press G to pass controls. You know what? I'll pass the controls to 6. You can stay up for a while. Yeah, just take us there. Unnecessary, you know? Unnecessary minigames? It's like the Kingdom Hearts minigame, right? I could show the metal hoop to Arroy. Is that the only thing I'm here for? I thought I'm also interested in figuring out the history of the Empire? Coming from Elbereth, maybe?
We landed in the dust.
Fixed the mustache,
outside
I did.
The great walls of Elbereth. No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever look down.
So this is Elbereth? This was your home? This is my home. What did you expect? Or I lived here for nearly 20 years. I've seen little but Iox, mistress. This is not like there. Are you so sure you understand Iox? You've only just been activated. I've been there 10 years and I don't understand the place properly. Dirt, mistress, is dirt. Iox does not have it, and Elbereth does. Okay. Really to pay attention to this game? You have no clue what's going on? I gave a recap. What exactly is a cat kiss, mistress? It's a great question. It's the name of the inner citadel, but I'm not sure what it means. I gave a recap when I came back from break. So if you missed that, you might have to go back on the VOD and check. You were playing Rivals? Having a heck of a time hearing me? It's fair. What's this? Stone feet. Oh yeah, they talked about the stone feet. The statue that the Empire tore down because they hate these god statues. Stone feet. The slums below are named after these feet. They're the oldest things here. The original statue must have been huge. Bigger than the statue on Maersi? 4 or 5 times bigger, mistress. But it must be of a similar age, however. But you know, the statue of Maersi didn't have feet. I never thought that it might be unusual before. Were the statue on Maersi and the one here made in the same place, based on their mineral compositions? It is quite possible, mistress. I would consider the matter. Can't see why anyone would waste a statue on Elbereth. Perhaps to remind the citizens of higher powers, mistress. Or because the Emperor was born here? Come on. Good faith to you. Good faith. How goes things? How are the crops? How goes things? The goddess keeps us strong, thank you. Good faith to you. He probably stole my wallet or something. She's a beautiful ship. I'm lucky I found her. Pike. Let's go to the Catkin Gate. This way. This is the gate to the upper citadel. Mistress, there's only solid rock behind this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. Of course it's a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elbereth, or it works easily enough. You just say the word. What is the word, mistress? You sound like you don't trust me. Catkiss, or I am not going to just say it. Catkiss. Ramenya mien anua hepua. Nothing's happening. Most impressive, mistress. Set Oyauki Rafar. I said Catkiss. Or Maersi. Or give up. No response. Set Boyaoki Rafar. Elbereth? No? Okay, Set Boyaoki Rafar. Slisette? So, I broke in. Where'd his head go this time, Mo? His head disappeared this time. Set Boyaoki Rafar. I said cat kiss. It's failed again. Perhaps you're not really from Elbereth after all. Read the inscription? Wait, no. I'm going to reply to that. Did I say the gate word wrong? Do not think so, mistress. The gate has simply rejected you. Perhaps you are too Ioxian now. Why? What did I do? I have no idea, mistress. Maybe the gate didn't like something I've got with me. I've got this dagger. Maybe the gate doesn't like weapons. Offer the dagger to the gate. Do you want this? And... the dagger's gone! Is that good? Do you think I'm going to get it back? Well, crud. Read the inscription. There are ancient symbols here. I used to trace them out when I was a girl. Okay. This one is that you never interpreted this? I guess you haven't been back in a while. Prayer. Okay, something and prayer. Gonna lock me out with all these password fails? Yeah. Tried too many times. That isn't the word for prayer? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What do you mean that isn't the word for prayer? You can't just suddenly know that. You can't suddenly know that. Oh, okay. You're making a differentiation between prayer and pray. Listen. Yes, this is a verb. I see that this is a verb, okay? How dare you do this to me? Okay, so this is a verb about a place where this thing and go. Swing? Swing and pray? I don't think that's it. Enter? That is a verb about a place. Where you go. What the heck does this one mean, though? I'm so confused about this one. Like we have it on field as well. A place with grass and a place to... And then this is also in strong, right? This on in strong. Don't know what that symbol means, like, at all. Enter and pray? But of course I knew it was a door. It's inviting us in, 6. Was Elbereth a place for pilgrims? I didn't know that. Alright, we'll speak to the gate again. Wonder if I could convince the gate I'm a pilgrim. Set Boyaoki Rafar. Cat kiss. I no longer have that dagger. And wake. It's working again. Alright. So it steals the dagger when we try to go through here. Is it ever gonna give it back? Can't believe it stole my dagger. We're now somewhat higher up than we were, mistress. Of course we are. We're inside the citadel. Let's make a remark. This is the main courtyard. Our alley's leading off in all directions. It's easy to get lost up here. Tappy's shop. I saw Tappy on the timeline. Have we lost robots up here before, Mistress? What makes you ask that? I will take that as a yes. Should I go inside this person's open door? No? Okay. Well, thought maybe they were inviting me in. Roy's yard is this way, okay. No longer allowed to like, try to sell that dagger. Where are we going, Mistress? Listen, I don't quite know. Be quiet and keep up, Six. Let's go see Roy.
On Elbereth, you could buy anything for any purpose.
Strong as oxen, dependable. Cheap. Mistress? What is this lady selling? It's a work market. Don't worry about it, or can't you tell? This is a slave market. Just keep your head down, Six. Are you surprised? Or you must have known, Six. Keep your head down. I cannot do that, Mistress. I am unable to close my eyes. I cannot be here, Mistress. We won't be staying long. The market is for people, not machines. So what's the problem? My ethical core is programmed against suffering. It does not differentiate by economic status. Mine's just the same, Six. You're a hopeless case, Six, or there's nothing you can do, Six. Nothing you can do. I'm compelled to expend a considerable number of cycles verifying that before I can simply accept it, Mistress. Accept it and move on. Maybe we can start a revolution later. Workers. This place turns my stomach too. I might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for my Ari. Get to Toppy's this way. You're lost, Farwet? Me? My name isn't Farwet. I want to ask you about a man named Renba. And you brought a Miameke with you. A robot here? You got keen eyes, traitor. It's not for sale, or you don't like robots? It's not for sale. Ha! I wouldn't take your Miameke if you left it here in a basket. Why would I? You'd rather use people like machines instead? Then we have nothing to discuss. Or is there something you want? We're starting trouble. I'm just a Wickmeek, an employer. While these things, what good are these metal things to anyone? Perhaps you're hoping to start a riot? I don't want an argument with you. That's not judging by what I said a second ago. What's wrong with you, or it's useful enough to me? I don't want an argument with you. Then get off my moon and take that thing with you. I got business here. I'll do what I choose, or peace, traitor. We'll be gone soon enough. I'll do what I choose. Ha! You're fearless, aren't you? I'd like you if you weren't such a salehua. Better that than what you are. I don't want any trouble, or don't you have a stall to run? Or is business slow today? You Ioxians, you eat the failure of others. And your kind won't be happy until only the Miameke can eat. You go out of business, I won't shed a tear. You won't be robots that stick a knife in your belly, or go in peace. And if you go out of business, I won't shed a tear. Starting up more trouble. And neither will the people you have in chains. Farwit Saligua. She's just talking nonsense again. Thought I grew up here. I don't understand what those things mean. It's just, what is a Salihua? Roy's yard is this way. I will follow, mistress. You can wait here if you want. You'll like Roy, or follow me. She's got your kind of mind.
Oroy was my oldest friend. We'd grown up in the orphanage together. But I had left Elbereth and she had stayed.
All these things I can look at. Wonder how business is going. The alms tray looks pretty empty. Let's remark real quick. This whole area is Oroy's, I think. She's useful, and people like to give her space. Strike the gong! There was an answering clatter from behind the door. What do we do now? Reply. Now we wait for Oroy to finish whatever she's doing in there. And come and see who we are. Alright, what do you want? Oh, it's you. Oroy, it's good to see you. Or you seem well? It's good to see you! It is it? She doesn't seem that happy. You're here to dump another broken robot on me? I hoped you could fix that robot. I don't have anything to sell you. Or I don't remember it like that. I don't remember it like that. Oh, don't you? Ripping people off just doesn't stick? What do you want, Aaliyah? I was having a good day.
We'd been friends. Once.
Okay, so not the best friend. Tell her about the crown, show her the metal hoop. Have you heard any rumors about unknown sites? Found a strange metal hoop. A hologram came out of it. Let me see. I recognized it immediately, of course, the neck hoop from a robot. But it won't do anything without a core. It needs something to project. Alright. That last thing I noticed is it's badly made. Robots are beautifully delicately crafted machines. This is an Empire period copy. How's your family? Tell her about the crown or stop talking. How's your family? That's what you came to ask me? Alright. My son is fine. My daughter... That's another story. What's happened to your daughter? Did you ever fix that robot I sold you? That's a hard left turn. Did you know the robots have control words? What's happened to your daughter? My daughter thinks she's in love. But that's lovely. That does happen, Oroy. Or is she? She's a child, Aaliyah. How old is she now? They all grow up, Oroy. Or did you ever fix a word going back to the robot? How old is she now? You know perfectly well how old she is, and she's not old enough. Let's ask something more. The Catkiss Gate. How do you get all your tools and things through it? I had to give it my weapons. Yes, it does that. The best way for you to get round it? No idea. I have a Rebesca foil in my arm so it doesn't bother me. A what? Never mind. Don't trouble your pretty head about it. What? Wait. I want one too. Did another robots have control words? What's that? They're ancient words. I'll show you, or oh, nothing. They're ancient words that make the robots do things. I've never heard of that before. So you didn't know? Was it just this one? Or do they all have them? 6? I don't know, or all of them, I think. Must be something burnt right down into the foil. Anything higher than that would be overridden by the robot's own intentionality. That would be something to test. Can a word bypass the ethical core? You think that might be possible? Or stop talking? Wow, let's... Makes you wonder if you and me have overrides we don't know about. Think people know their triggers, don't they? Or what do you mean, or stop talking? Never mind, forget it. Whoa. You seemed excited, why did you... Stop talking? So you have a foil in your arm? It's not deep. And it's only a small one. Nothing much, just enough for the gate to recognize you. Tell her about the crown. Did you ever fix that robot? Yeah, did you ever fix that robot that I sold you? No. Whatever it lost out there, it was really gone. I ended up borrowing a few internals from my collection. Disgusting, says the robot. Tell her about the crown or stop talking? Is there... If I tell her about the crown, I'd tell a robot about the crown, so I'm just gonna stop talking. We don't have anything else to say about it? We're not gonna try and... No, I don't want to do that, though. Hey, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to, though. Where's the don't do this button? Where's the I don't wanna button? Help. Walk away. I don't feel like it. It's my crown. No one gets to know about it. Alright, fine, I'll press the button. Then the robot's gonna know. Found something incredible out there, Arroy. Oh, did you? A purpose for your life, maybe? Arroy, is something wrong? Better, or can you keep a secret? Let's divert. Arroy, is something wrong? What could be wrong, Aaliyah? You rock up here after who knows how many months raving about some great new find? What could be wrong with that picture? Hello then, how are you? That's what I always do, or I am not raving. Don't pretend to be normal. Just tell me whatever it is you want to tell me. We sailed into the cyclones and found a moon. I hope you're ready for this, Arroy, or send 6 away. I'm sending 6 away. 6, could you leave us for a moment? Why, mistress? Oh, Slisette. I thought I heard something, or it's a personal matter. Slisette. Bang. Wait, why does his head disappear this time? His head wasn't disappearing when she said it. You just do that to it whenever you feel like it? Or what did you want to show me? Look what I found, Arroy. Just look at it. Roy held the crown gingerly like it was some kind of injured animal. Waters above. What are you? The right bulk for a basic power source. There are contacts under the rim. What is this? I was hoping you could tell me. Is the crown of the Emperors of Iox, or that's exactly the question? That's exactly the question. Want me to take it apart? Alright then. I'll take a look. I didn't say to take it apart. Hold on. Are we really taking it apart? Mistress, where did Mr. Zeroy go? I'll let you know what I find. Wow, okay. I don't know if that's what I wanted to do. I didn't really intend to show her in the first place. I didn't know that there was, like, contacts and like, what seemed to be mechanical parts to it. Still, it's good to see you're in one piece. Why wouldn't I be, or just about? Held it gingerly? Well, you never heard that phrase? Should be careful out there. I know the strain you put on yourself. I'm fine. Sure you are. Except when you run and start coughing up fluid. Mistress, is there something I should know? You don't need to know. It's nothing, or Roy's fast, that's all. It's probably nothing. Sure it isn't. Just take care of yourself, alright? Sure, sheer lung doesn't just go away. Sheer lung, wow. You first thought holds it like a ginger? Like a red-haired person, or holds it as if you're holding ginger? You know, that makes me wonder about 3. I never did figure out how it ended up catatonic. Alright, well, I guess I'm leaving the crown with her. Look after the treasure, Roy. Don't let it out of your sight. Don't offer me advice on being cautious, Aaliyah. How many robots have you lost now? Alright. How's the shop working out? Slow enough. But it's not getting any worse. Have fun on the rivers, Aaliyah. Aaliyah Alasra. Strike again? Get her back out here? No, let's just go. It's fine. Metal components. I have no idea what these things do. Ori's always playing around with magnets and wires and things. Okay, so the metal hoop I have is the back part of this robot. Right? That must be what the metal hoop is. You just wouldn't tell me before for some reason. Where are we going? Look at him with his dazed look on his face. Should we leave now, mistress? Soon, not yet. I want to go to my other friend's shop. Get to Toppy's this way. You hear him rolling his wheels over the...
To strangers,
cobblestones.
the Catkiss is like a maze. But I'd spent 10 years tearing through these alleyways.
Cat has arrived. Hello, Cat.
I could have found my way to Tappy's in the dark.
Can't believe the people here talk ancient. This place must be old. Older even than Iox, maybe. Turn to the yard. Tappy's place. There it is. But what about this one? What if I try to go in this door? The cat is in the lap, by the way. The cat is in the lap. So if Renbo really was hiring workers from here, he will have hired them from the market. We could see if we can find anyone who knows what he was doing. Tappy's place isn't big, but inside it's a treasure trove. Wow, wow, wow. Hold it! You tried to steal my wallet. Oh. But it's you. Welcome back to Elbereth, Moonflower. Tappy, give it back, Tappy. Can we just go inside? Give it back, Tappy, whatever it is you took. I confess, I only really saw the robot. But friends, as you know, are friends. So have your no doubt precious brooch back. Mistress, do not trust this man. It's a bit late for a warning, Six. You don't trust him? Coming from you? I little spy on wheels? Dearest Aaliyah, one of these days you must find yourself a companion you like. Now come on in out of the cold. Seems as though I will wait here.
Tappy's place was a little museum to junk. Pots and boxes, spoons and hooks and pocket knives.
Cat's back. So good to see you back on Elbereth, Aaliyah. The rivers above grew dull when you're not with us.
And at the centre of it all was Tappy, grinning away like a skull in a bodysuit.
And are you well? Tappy, don't flirt with me. Do you have much in stock at the moment? Don't flirt with me. I know perfectly well you don't mean it. But that is what makes it so enjoyable. All of the flavor with none of the hangover. Listen, Tappy. Who buys all this stuff of yours? I want to show you an artifact. Oh, yes? The flagon made at a pre-Empire site, the sextant made on Renba's dig site, or something else? Something else. The statuette made at the Withering Palace, the robot neck. Something else. The necklace. The sculpture made on Renba's dig site. What was the sculpture made on Renba's dig site? The necklace. It's a necklace dating from ancient times. Interesting. I've not seen anything quite like that. I might be able to make you an offer. Am I really selling it though? I don't really want to. A smoky metal candle holder. Oil burning. The glass is the sort they blow here on Elbereth. I found an inscription on the stem. What is she searching for? She is, well, the truth, I guess. This guy got, yeah, I can give another brief explanation. She got sent to find this guy who, her teacher basically sent her off to find this person. And, it turned out that he had died, or he had found a bunch of these crazy artifacts, and then his ship exploded. And I'm just kind of trying to find out what he found. Seems like he found some stuff related to, like, the old Emperor and things like that. Okay, so I believe this is will. And this is a noun here. This one probably has to do with future, right? So this is like future will... This is probably the noun future. Future will... speak. I think that's speak. Tell? Future will tell... us, yeah. No, it's not quite that. But we did secure that one. Time? Okay, sure, yeah. I could see time. Time will tell us all. Okay. So this circle is saying, like... I guess it must be just saying encompassing in some way. But usually, this would have like an item symbol in front of it, like that. An object symbol. There's no symbol in front of it, so I don't get it. All? Time will tell us all? Continue. That'll do for now. It's probably what it says. I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this candle holder before. So it must have originated on a site that's undocumented. So, you've inspected the goods? The candle holder for your rough necklace? Don't trade. Thank you for letting me see it, but no. Something else perhaps another time. There. Anything else, let me consider another time, my fine lady. Show another artifact? Or ask another question? By the way, Tappy, who buys all this stuff of yours? Respectable people. And a few Elbereth rats, too. You don't know any respectable people. Why do they want it? But this stuff is all worthless. No, maybe not. But they know me. How are the Elberethians weathering things? Has it been so long since you were here? Perhaps it has. Anyway, our suffering is stable for the moment. Show another artifact? Find a few more items you might be interested in. Hold on to it. I'm all out, clean. Come back some other time. He's not gonna give me the candle holder? Okay, well, I was gonna give him something else for it instead. He doesn't wanna. Shop is full of stuff, Tappy. What do you mean you've got nothing to trade? All this? All this is worthless. I'm sure more will flood in soon enough. Yeah, well, what about the thing that... Not up there, Leah. A man must have his secrets. Okay, alright. You know what? It's fine. See you later, Tappy. Don't be a stranger to us now. Probably missed out on something by not having that candle holder. You're in one piece. You still have all your teeth. We have one new artifact to consider. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? There's still more to do here. Or do it. Do it. Or perhaps you're having too much fun. Okay, fine. I was too late to press it. Let's return to the yard. Should we talk to that lady again? It kind of felt like... good faith to you. Yes? How are the crops? All fire and no smoke, as they say, thank you. Be well. I don't know what that means. Okay, I do want to see if the slaver lady had more to say, because we were supposed to look up something about Renba. Hi. Yes? I wanted to ask you about a man named Renba. I don't talk about my customers. Of course not, that wouldn't be right. So Renba was a customer. Renba's dead. Dead? When was this? Owe you something, did he? More than 3 weeks, perhaps. Or when was he last here? More than a month ago. He brought one of my men back with a broken arm. I chased him out of the yard. I went to talk to the man Renba brought... I want to talk to the man Renba brought back. Why don't you leave us a skeep or enough talk? I want to talk to the guy he brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? I just want to talk to him. Listen to me, I won't hire anyone. Just want to talk to him. Then you can pay a fair rate. If that's to dig your plot or whisper to you through the night, that's your affair. Just don't break his leg. I won't break anything. Listen to me, I won't hire anyone. Okay, I won't break anything. That's a promise. I don't accept promises. Ioxians don't respect property. I'm not an Ioxian. Of course you are. You're a Miamekid You've a Miyameke trailing at your heels. How much to ask him some questions? Listen, Salikula, your Ioxian friend shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. The bits are swimming around in his side of skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like his leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal, so pay your dues. Name a price or then let him go. He's not worth anything to you. I'll make you a deal. You take him off my hands for nothing. And you look after him. Yazi, get out here. I have to look after him now? I don't know about this. I know miracles happen. What time is it? Greet your buyer. Mistress, please. Good faith and greetings to you, my kiss. Dismiss the traitor. My name is Aaliyah, or let's make one thing clear. You're free. Yes, Micus, as you say, Micus. Good luck, Farwet. What does Micus mean, Yazi? I just want to ask you a question, then you can go. Go where, Micus? I do not think anyone will hire me as I am now. I'll take you to Iox. You were hired by a man from Iox? Or where were you digging? Are we just gonna brush over the fact that he probably ends up a beggar on the street? I mean, what else is he doing right now? What happens if we take him to Iox? I don't suspect anything especially glamorous. You were hired by a man from Iox? Janiki Renba. You have it right. The Mike's name was Renba. How'd you break your arm? We were using a winch to raise up broken rock. The winch had been strung together from a few old poles, a big hook someone found. There was too much rock, the whole thing keeled over sideways. I jumped out of the way. Not far enough. Where were you digging the knee at a winch? And where were you digging? His arm is backwards, by the way. It's not supposed to bend that way. A hole, mistress, a very deep hole indeed. Where were you digging? Somewhere on Elbereth? No. Away. Away where? We sailed to a moon. Elbereth was visible in its skies. There was nothing there, but he made us dig. We found something. Did you find Renba's moon again? I think so, yes. But not on a map. I will need to fly with you. You can point it out to 6, or makes you think I have a ship, or you want to go back there? No, never. But I see you do, Micus, and I will help you. What was Renba looking for? What did he find? Do you know? I do not know. I was hurt before you found anything. What did you dig out for Renba? It's probably the same question, right? I do not know. We had just uncovered a spar of wood when the winch fell on me. I was brought back here. You can see what was down there? Wood, not metal? No. Not robots, then. Free to go now? I'll take you to Iox, or let's go back to the ship. Let's go back to the ship so we can point out where it was, right? Yeah, let's get out of here now. So we left the surface of Elbereth. Maybe I can treat him in Iox? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what kind of social services they have in Iox. Is he just gonna be a beggar in Iox instead of Elbereth? Is that better? What do they do with their beggars in Iox? Do they just get rid of them all? I suppose he was prepped. I got it back, right? Right? I got it back, right? Wish they wouldn't say it like that.